Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us.
Besties, do you have a second? Hey, friend.
Hey, best friend. Girl, what you doing?
Hey, the best squad. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas with your family, opening gifts, laughing, drinking eggnog, eating curry goat and oxtail and all this other good stuff. Well, not curry goat and oxtail. But anyway, guys, I was watching Willie's live that he did explaining the whole situation, what they were presented with, you know, of how the show was gonna go. And what I noticed, guys, it's the same line Carlos King has been spilling to the female or the black woman of Love and Marriage Huntsville, selling them this hype dream, we're black, or I'm gonna make this different for you, or this is gonna be a family oriented show. And what they were left with was drama. They left out all the good part that they said they were going to show. And what he does, because he's the one, like he said, he's the one that does the editing and leave whatever needs to be left on the table, but want to show the messy side of it. This is so tragic. And Carlos, you are going to learn that black woman is not someone to play with. We will let you get the money, but we will also take it back out your pocket. So what you did with all these ladies here is you used black women. And when you don't get what you want, like Sunny did an interview, you cut her off. Kiki did an interview, you cut her off. Candy spoke up on what you try to do allegedly with their life story, you cut her off. Look what you did to Sheree. Sheree talked back to you because you got her back on the show. And the list goes on. So guys, I want you guys to hear what Willie had to say. Go over there to his channel and you can hear the full argument of what he was saying. But they're done. And it's time, black woman, stand up and be done with Carlos King. All this, I love the girls. You love the girls on Bravo. You love the girls on Bravo. Especially the ones that are not like us. Carlos King, you are breaking up family, breaking up household that are fine before they got on your show.
Jackson. Bell Collective was supposed to be about black couples with businesses bringing the best to Jackson. And we felt like after everything we endured, after everything that has occurred, we were off that. And we didn't like the image we were portraying. I didn't like how we were moving as a family. And I told my wife after that incident that happened, I said, babe, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. This isn't who we are. This is not what we signed up for. We are better than this individually and collectively. And I watched this woman bring Ferris Street Festival to Jackson 2 years back to back. Yes. I watched this woman lose sleep. I watched this woman go into her own.
The Best Squad, didn't Monique said the same thing word for word? She said the same thing.
Me another avenue to show my personality and what I could bring to TV, alongside collectively Keisha and I, to show what a positive black family looks like on TV. Mm-hmm. Those were the goals, and show how we can do that together as a family on top of having fun and be a part of reality TV. When I was able to also realize that, as I mentioned, when you go into reality TV, you have to have goals, right? And when your goals and your brand aren't in line with what you're doing, you have to reassess about is it worth it or not, for you and your family. So we move along. As we push through this past season, I realized that this show, Valid, it did kind of give us a new audience. It did put us in a new light. We weren't in line with the family goals. We weren't in line with our goals, and we weren't in line with what I felt God is calling us to do. One of the things that's troubling about being a part of reality TV is sometimes you don't control your narrative.
And that's right. You're right, because there's a lot on there that doesn't get showed and said that we actually say and do.
Correct. And so it gets cut for the sake of entertainment and to build storylines. But there's so much that happens. There's so much that gets left on the edit room floor when you finally see the final product. You're like, man, the reason I did this is because this happened, right? Or the reason this was said because this happened, and the audience only gets to see this part of it. So you could either be made the villain or the hero, or you could just be seen out of pocket, and it kind of builds. Fine, that's TV. I'm with that. What was most troubling about the final episode, and I stated this on Carlos's thing, I take full accountability for what happened. I was most disturbed about myself through it all because I'm a leader of a house now, right? I'm a leader of a community. I represent brands that are bigger than me, and I understand that I hold a huge responsibility. Just like you, Jay, you have your own business. People know you in Jackson. They look at you in a certain light.
Yes. And
watching myself, Jay, curse, fight, just pretty much get outside myself.
Yeah, you got your element.
Yeah, I was letting some folks down, and most important, I was letting myself down because I know the standard I hold myself to, and so it was something that we talked about. It was something
because I didn't even know.
Right, it was something that we talked about. It was something that we felt that was necessary, and we felt like we were distracted and we were off course as a family. I'm very adamant, my wife, and I will continue to support my wife in everything she does, but this woman believes in Jackson, Mississippi. This woman spends time fighting and talking to people who can make moves and change Jackson, and she wants to be a part of it, and she wants to spearhead it. We can't continue to talk to law enforcement. We can't continue to walk in the state to talk to senators and politicians and community leaders and talk about bringing Jackson back on his feet if we're on TV fighting and representing the negative side of Jackson.
Baby shining bright like a diamond, meditate daily, baby enlighten, baby make racks, baby spend cash, baby go get it and she don't gotta ask, baby gon' run it up like an athlete, plays gold at the track meet, at the stadium show going super hard, cause baby a superstar, just bought a crib at a lake, off of the grid,